Well, hello. Thank you for visiting. In the next few minutes, I'm going to be talking about the science of earthquake prediction. Yes, it is now an actual science. You know, the day may come when we will be able to predict earthquakes just like you predict the weather. Anyway, this is called the planet of, I call it PlanetMartinNix theorem. Let me tell you how it works. Did you know the moon actually is not actually in a fixed position? Did you know it wobbles in and out and around? And did you also know that every time there's an earthquake, guess what? The Earth's rotation slows or speeds up. The energy is going somewhere, and I'm going to tell you where it's going, into the Earth's core. If you know the precise position of the Earth's core, the precise position of the moon, the precise within inches, I can tell you where the Earth's core is at. The Earth and the moon, the Earth's core and moon are working together, and as the Earth's core moves around and bounces around, it creates a big earthquake. And if you know the position of the Earth, moon, I can tell you where the next earthquake is going to, or general area is going to be. And so I'm going to talk about this theorem here. I know a lot of people don't believe it, but you know, Mama Earth is pregnant, and guess what? Baby's bouncing around. There definitely is a relationship between the moon, but also a factor is the planet positions. And I have contacted the USGS on this, and the theory of the Earth's core bouncing around may have scientific reality according to USGS. It's actually got serious. In fact, they say Mammoth in California, Mount Mammoth, actually the earthquakes are predicted in that mountain when the moon's overhead, and they don't know why. And one of the reasons why we came out about this is that in Central America there was a big earthquake, and all of a sudden the sun jets of gas at every one of the planets, every one of them. Well, anyway, earthquakes have been around for a long time, either even been, and there definitely is a relationship between the Earth and Mother Nature. So anyway, there is definitely a relationship between the position of the moon, the position of the planets, and the where and intensity. The Earth's core is actually a planet within a planet. It has its own atmosphere. It has its own rotation. It has its own. It's quite different from, shall we say, the regular Earth. The mass of the Earth's core depends on it. I mean, there's the Earth core, and then there's the outer Earth core, then there's the magnetism. Whatever it is, the Earth's core rolls around. It tends to go basically the exact opposite of the sun. It goes basically west to east, and in terms of rotation. So whenever there is an earthquake, guess what? Magnetism also has a factor. It's not just gravity. But anyway, let's put it this way: the Earth's core bouncing around is causing earthquakes. It's more of a national security threat than North Korea could think of. I'm suspicious, but I honestly believe the U.S. Navy, shall we say, a computer program down in White Sands that predicts and knows where the Earth's core is at. Because when they go and do an invasion of a country, they do an earthquake analysis to see if there's going to be the probability of an earthquake. There's something going on here. I think there's more to it than this. Whatever it is, they are measuring the precise position of the moon. They bounce laser beams off the moon all the time. So, anyway, I did a little test. Let me put it this way. There is a way of measuring the gravity pull of the planets of the moon upon the Earth. Basically, the USGS has a table, and it's on the web, and every 24 hours they talk about the number of earthquakes, and also each one of the earthquakes has a Richter scale. So, if, for example, you might have 20 earthquakes on Monday, and one would be 4, another would be 5, another 6. Anyway, you take the sum of the number of earthquakes, like 20, and then you take the sum of the Richter scales, 4 times sum 5 plus 6, whatever, and you multiply the two. That will measure the gravity pull of the planets on the moon. If you add up, let me repeat, add up the number of earthquakes and add up the Richter scales and multiply, this will give you a measurement of the gravity pull of the planets on Earth. So, I decided to do a test of the theorem. There was a situation where Venus was coming very close to Earth, and the moon, when it's directly overhead, it tends to trigger things. So if you know the precise position of the moon and the planets, guess what? So I decided to do a test. February 3rd, moon aligned with Venus. February 5th, moon aligned with Jupiter. February 8th, moon aligned. The big one, March 2nd. And when the moon was directly overhead, it triggered. Guess what? Success. Worldwide, there was an increase in the number of earthquakes and also an increase in Richter scales. I just proved that planet position and moon position can affect the number and power of earthquakes. Someday, earthquake prediction will be just as common as weather prediction. Thank you for taking an interest.